Back in business, baby. I did not vlog at all last week because it was just work. I wanted to get back into a really good work routine. I'll give you a quick recap of my week. So on Monday, it was just all work. I didn't feel too bad about it because the weekend before, we had been to the amusement park. We'd been all over the place, so we were exhausted. So, whereas normally I would feel a little bit guilty about not bringing Scout out somewhere for the day, that day I was happy enough to just chill at home. Well, for her to chill at home and for me to do lots of work. Same thing Tuesday. But Tuesday morning I went to open a bank account here. I was expecting it not to be straightforward, and it wasn't. So anytime I try to do anything, they want like proof of address, and that is very difficult. When you've just moved here and you don't have anything that has your name and address on it. A lot of places wouldn't accept our lease as proof of address. Oh, it's so tricky. It's a real catch-22 situation. I can prove my identity with my passport, but a lot of places require 2 forms of identity. The bank would not accept my Irish driver's license as a second form of ID. They wanted an American one, and I had to explain that in order for me to get my American driver's license, I need to provide the BMV with proof of address, and they sent me to get a letter from the bank. So, oh, it's really back and forth. But she would accept my Irish credit card as proof of ID. That seems a little crazy to me, but I wasn't arguing at the time, obviously. It took a long time, but eventually, after I was questioned about my political affiliations, things that we don't get asked in Ireland. So that was Tuesday. Wednesday, Sam sat his driving test and he passed, which is great. He got his license, but they had the wrong date of birth on it, which he only realised when he got home, so he had to go back. Thursday was more work. Friday, our new TV arrived. New TV. It's going to be going here. But there's only one guy on his own, and it's a 65-inch TV, so I hope he'll be okay because it's quite high. Anyway, time will tell. Saturday and Sunday, more work. But Sunday, my office desk arrived. We had an IKEA delivery, so my desk and a bed for the guest room. So today I'm going to be setting up my desk. It'll be so nice to have office space. We had a home office back in Ireland, but Sam predominantly used it. Here we have separate offices. His office is upstairs, mine is going to be downstairs. I just can't wait to get it all set up. Really happy to be back into a good working routine. And that's it. That's the plan for this week, just to do lots of work, try and get out and about a little bit with Scout. We didn't get out much last week. We are going to see Thomas the Tank Engine on Saturday. Scout loves Thomas the Tank Engine. She's kind of almost at that age where she's a little bit old for it, but she still loves it. And she was very excited when I told her that Thomas was going to be arriving at a station near us. So we booked tickets for that. We'll get to ride along on Thomas, take pictures and stuff. So she just, when I told her, she was like, "The real Thomas?" So I said, yeah, it was the real Thomas. So she was like, "Will he have eyes and a nose?" She's very excited. And several times a day she asks me how many more sleeps until we can see Thomas. So that's going to be nice, something to look forward to as well. I've a few things coming up this week. So Wednesday I've got my driving test. Wednesday evening there's a talk on in the library that I want to go to. So let's get to it. I think Scout might be a little vlogger in the making. She loves taking my phone and recording herself. She just talks kind of nonsense into the phone. But I was talking to her the other day and she replied, "Let me know in the comments." Oh, how I laughed. But yeah, I think there might be a little future YouTube star there. That'll be interesting to watch. I'm starting to wonder why it's getting so dark. It's really dark now in the house. And I remembered it's eclipse day, solar eclipse day. A lot of people here in the States like going nuts about it. In Ireland there was a solar eclipse when I was a teen, so I kind of feel I've been there, done that. Still nice. I've been trying to teach Scout like about it, but she's a little bit young to understand. We won't see a full eclipse where we are here, but we'll see a partial eclipse. This morning we drove to the local school, but it's actually still shut up, so we thought they had already started back because the schools here start much earlier than in Ireland. They start about a month earlier, so they normally, oh, dog barking frightened the heart out of me. So they normally start back here in August, whereas in Ireland it's like September, October if you're in college. Making sure there's no dog coming tearing towards me. I'm not really a dog person. I don't really mind them, but I was bitten twice when I was younger. First time I was 4 years old, went for my face, 5 stitches across the nose. And then, very philosophical I was at the time. I thought, you know, that's it, I've been bitten, it's all over and done with now. But when I was 19 I was bitten again, and that was the end of me and dogs. So I get a little bit nervous now if there's a strange dog around. I don't mind dogs that I know, but strange dogs that could just come hurtling at me from anywhere. Let's retreat into the safety of the inside, where it's incredibly dark. It doesn't really show up on camera, but it is very dark. I'm gonna have to go around and turn on all the lights. Damn you, solar eclipse, wasting all my electricity. Let's go build this desk.
Yes, let's go build the desk.
Before the sun is covered by the moon.
And I'm going to play in the water park.
You're gonna play in the water park?
Uh-huh. Oh. But I'm not gonna go under it. I'm just going to touch it. But I'm not even going to go through the big one. That's scary.
Scout doesn't like water very much. She gets that from me, but we went to a playground yesterday and they have like jets of water and she only wants to touch them. And at one point, she was very brave.
And when I went under it, I was just like soaking and I was like...
She ran through.
And I was like this.
It gave her a big shock.
I know.
You gonna run through? Go on.
I know what it is high enough.
Go on.
You gotta go for the picnic.
Why?
Because it's high. It's
1, 2.
Yay! And I was holding my t-shirt up like this.
You were holding your t-shirt because you got soaked.
And I went like this.
And that was basically
the
end of that.
Like this.
Yeah. Anyway, desk. Took me about an hour to put together, but it was reasonably straightforward. This side part like rolls in and out, which I like, so if I need more space I can just push it in and then I can pull it out when I want the extra workspace. So I really like that. And now what I'm going to do is I bought this lamp in IKEA as well. The desk is also IKEA. And I'm going to assemble this. It clips on, so like there's a clamp on the side of it, and I'm going to clamp it onto the desk because there's actually no light in here, like no ceiling light, so no lighting at all. So I've had to provide lamps for myself. But this is it. So I'm going to get the Mac set up on it, put my laptop there, My office chair is still in the shipping container coming from Ireland. We're expecting that in the next week or two. And I've got a little helper, no help at all, over here on the floor. My husband hates putting together flat pack furniture, but I quite enjoy it. I like being able to create things. I grew up doing that as well. Like my grandfather was a carpenter, and then my dad obviously kind of built a lot of things around the house. So I would have helped him. Didn't enjoy it at the time, but now looking back I can see that it was beneficial and educational, and those were some of the best bonding moments we had, me and my dad. So I kind of cherish those memories, and I'm happy now to... What are you doing? You hurt your back. What's up with your back? Oh, you banged it off that, did you? Oh, I think it'll be okay. So this little lady is still a little bit too young to help me with things like that, but I'm hoping as she grows older that she will. She's helpful in the sense that she stands there, and yeah, my lovely little model. Very helpful, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, all set up. I'll bring in a dining chair so I can actually work here, but I'm going to say something that is going to make me sound like a total weirdo. My husband always makes fun of me for this, but this lamp is not going to work because it makes too much noise. I don't know if anyone else out there, let me know in the comments if you do, but I can hear electricity. So some things, like most things, are very low. A lot of things I actually can't hear at all, but some things are very loud, and this lamp is very loud. When I switch it on, it makes a buzzing sound, and it's a pity because I love it so much, but I'm not going to be able to work with it. I realise how strange I sound. But this is going to be my little inspiration station right over here. Well, that was a productive day. Good news on the lamp situation. I switched it on, so I was in the office, switched on the lamp for a while, and after a few seconds the buzzing went out of it. But definitely let me know in the comments if anyone has that same thing, or like they can hear electricity. The vlogs are doing really, really well. I am spending hours and hours replying to all the comments. There are so many comments, hundreds and hundreds. But I kind of pride myself on replying to all of my comments, all of my YouTube comments. And this is the first time that I felt that it's getting to a stage where I won't be able to reply to every single one anymore. But so far I enjoy it. I love interacting with everyone. I have to say, the office, I've never had like my own office before, and I feel like such a grown-up. I know how sad that sounds, like I'm a 33-year-old woman, and only now with my own desk do I feel like a grown-up. But it's nice. It's really nice to have my own space, and I sat there and did loads of work. I did a lot of work today. The solar eclipse was a total letdown. It was like a non-event. For me, I felt. I don't know how others felt. Did you catch the solar eclipse? What did you think? Here where we are in Ohio, it was just a partial eclipse. It wasn't a total eclipse. So Bonnie Tyler going to be in my head for the rest of the night now. Great. Anyway, I'm getting ready for bed. I'm going to read for a bit. That has been my day, feeling like a grown-up, doing all the grown-up things. It's also new and exciting still. I'm sure that will wear off and I'll become sick of the place very soon. But so far everything is still new and exciting, shiny. We're also hoping that our container of stuff from Ireland will be arriving here sometime in the next week. It was due to arrive in Cincinnati last Friday, so 3 days ago. We haven't heard anything yet. Sam reckons no news is good news. We were told it would take about a week to clear customs, assuming it all went through fine. If customs decided to like take it aside for a special screening. God knows when we'll see it. But we're hoping in the next week, and I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about all of that stuff now arriving into our house, because the house right now is quite clear and tidy for the most part, and I am trying to find homes for things and tweaking things and moving things around just to kind of see what works best for us. And I'm just starting to get a handle on things, and now we are going to be inundated with stuff. So that's going to be an interesting day. Looking forward to it in some ways because it's all of our old stuff. All my clothes, my stationery, you know, lots of nice things like that, photos. So that will be nice, but also that whole process I think will be very overwhelming and stressful and tedious and just painstaking, I think. But anyway, that's a thought for another day. Right now, I want to brush my teeth, get ready for bed, read for a bit, and then knock out.